Hey everyone, happy Monday night and welcome to our weekly Monday night Facebook Live. My name is Anne Granger and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the beautiful town of Dorchester, Ontario, Canada, and I'm excited to be with you tonight. It is officially summer holidays for me and I am so excited. Today was like, I just felt tired today. I think it was just the last 3 weeks of school are such a busy time that my body is like, oh, you're slowing down. You're not on your normal pace. Like, what are we going to do with you today? But I did have a good day. I was in my craft room doing a bunch of things in my stamp room, aka Happy Place. And I enjoyed working on my puzzles, snuggling with my puppy, and all is good. So popping on just around 7 so Facebook can let you know I got live, and that gives me a chance to check my settings and make sure everything looks great. I hope you've had a great day. Here in Southwest, it is a very hot and muggy day, but overcast. I think if that sun was out, it would have definitely been a lot hotter, but it was like 35, which is like crazy. Here, I'm just trying to find myself. This girl does not do hot and humidity. I do not like humidity. So I'm good to just stay inside. Now I was sitting outside for a little bit, but other than that, I'm okay just to hang inside. I mean, it did rain, so that wasn't too bad. So if you are new to my Stamp with Anne community, welcome, welcome. Thank you for following me and joining us tonight. I go live Mondays and Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And I have decided to continue with that during the summer because that's my normal Facebook Lives. But I am going to add in another Facebook Live during the week, and it will be on Thursdays. It will be in the mornings, but this week I do have a couple appointments, so it will be later in the afternoon. So what I do is I pick a product of the week, and I come to you with that product of the week, and I showed you a variety of ways to use that product. So tonight, on Mondays, we usually do a scrapbook page, and then on Wednesdays, we do a card, and then Thursdays, I'll just throw in something fun. I don't know what we're going to do yet. This Thursday, I am showing you my PDF of the month, and how you tell you what it is and how you could earn that one for free. So this week, we are using the Cheers and Sips, which is part of the Celebratory Sips suite. This has been a very, very popular product. It came out in our May online exclusives, and it has been in and out of stock like crazy. I wanted to show you this week because we're heading into summer, and look how these festive little drinks are so fun. But also, the dies, the stamp set is available, but the dies are not. So they're due back in the warehouse this week. So that's why I wanted to show you in case you really like this suite, you can jump on and order it when it comes available. I will show you the designer series paper. I will show you all the products that are in the suite. There's only one thing I don't have, but you can definitely view them online. So tonight we are making a double scrapbook page. So I'm going to show you the one half, and we're going to create another half. And then on Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time, I'm going to show you a fun fancy fold. I actually was inspired by a birthday card that I gave my daughter last week, and I was like, ooh, I like that fun fold. And it was so funny because I knew I made it, and I knew I did it. I searched it in my blog. If you don't follow me, come follow me over my blog, which is Stamp with Anne. And I was like, it was one of my crafty sessions, and it was back when I was on number 7. I was like, whoa, look how much I've improved watching that video to where I am now. And we are on, I think, video 206 or 207. So like, look how many, that's 200 videos from that video to this video, which was major. I felt so proud because it's such a learning curve doing videos, and I feel like we improve each week, right? So I was super excited about that. So I'm going to show you the birthday card that I made a while ago, and I'm going to show you a sample, and then I'm going to create one with you. And then on Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern time, we are going to do the PDF of the month. And I'm really, really excited to share that with you. It actually uses one of the papers that is in this week's bundle, a DSP. All right, so if you're here, please say hi, like, comment, and share my video. That's the best compliment you can give me, and we want everyone crafting in the world. It's a great way to escape life. It's a great way to hang out and craft with your friends and eat chocolate or candy. and just catch up on life. It's so much fun. I have committed to this summer to like really like working on my scrapbook albums. I need to go get paper to print, and working on my kit collection. I have a huge kit collection over there that I need to start working on, and just organizing. That's my thing. Anyways, so if you're watching on the replay, shout out to my replay warriors. I know this time of day could be very busy, but if you do watch the replay, let me know where you're watching from, and make sure you comment so that I can interact with you. It's like you're sitting in my craft room. All right, everyone, I'm going to flip the camera, and I actually get to show you my beautiful front yard because it is overcast here, so I didn't want to like not show you. Let's flip the camera and let's get started. So I'm just going to flip you up and see how we look. And if somebody is here and can say hi, that would be great. I also forgot to grab my little thing there, so that shows you where we are. All right, so this week, I just wanna make sure I look how it looks on my view. I think it looks good. I just don't know, maybe it looks crooked. I'm just gonna see here. Maybe it's just my camera. I don't want you guys to be crooked. I want you guys to be straight. So just give me a minute so I can make sure the view looks great. It's about a little bit of a delay, about 30-second delay. Otherwise, I think we look pretty good. So this week, we are using the chips and sear. Oh, I think, yeah, we're good. I wish I had a station where I can just leave it as set up and then just come back when I need to do my videos, but I don't really have that room in my table, so I have to take it down, I think. So this week we are showcasing the Sips and Cheer bundle. So this is a Cheers and Sips stamp set. It is a Phobo Palmer, which is meant for two-step stamping. Really like it. It's got some great fruit like your strawberries, your lemons, and your raspberries, and some olives and cherries. I actually just saw that we have a local greenhouse, and it's a strawberry farm, and I just saw they announced they have cherries, so I might have to go get some. As you can see, now I have to admit, I have tried to order this bundle so many times, and it's been out of stock, and it's out of stock again. The stamp set is available, but not the dies. They will be back in stock this week. So I borrowed from my team member. So shout out to my team member, Leanne. So thanks, Leanne. But as you can see, you can stamp and die cut, which is really neat. So that is the Sips and Cheer bundle, which is part of the Celebratory suite. In that suite, you have the Cheers and Sips bundle, plus you have this gorgeous designer series paper. I really liked this pattern. So when I first saw this paper, I actually bought it because it has a lot of our new in colors. So Strawberry Slash, Secret Sea, Timid Tiger, Cloud Cover. I really, really liked it. And I knew that would be a great pattern to showcase the different like DSP designs. The one thing I like about Stampin' Up, one side is always busy with patterns, but the other side has great geometric. So these are like your geometric that you can use. I really, really do like this paper. I've used it a lot. I think this is my favorite pattern in here, the Strawberry Slush. I've also used this one. So yeah, so I'm excited to share projects with you this week using it. Here is the number in case you want it. But as I said, it's a really nice one. Also in this suite comes the, it's called Gold Stripped Ribbon. We're gonna tell you, now this product is in our online exclusive. So that just means online exclusive, just think about it as like a part of our store that hosts brand new product or things that carry over. We can't put everything in our catalog. Our catalog would be like 800 pages. So this is just where Stampin' Up! Like will add new product. This I think will be gorgeous for Christmas cards. So if you're not thinking Christmas yet, but you're thinking, maybe I should start getting some product, you're definitely gonna wanna get this ribbon. I think it should have been part of a Christmas suite, not per se this suite, but definitely stock up on it because I think it'll be really nice gold ribbon. All right, also in this suite is the, these are called holographic embellishments. Super cute. We're going to use them on our projects on Thursday. Well, I'm going to show you Thursday's projects and Friday, Saturday. Oh gosh, I don't even know what day it is. Wednesdays make project for our Facebook Live. So I really like these. You get 190, so that's really nice. Also in this suite is the, there's 2 embossing folders. They're mini, but I can't, once again, they're back ordered. I can't get them. So it just shows you how popular this set is. It's, so if you have not looked at this set and you think you might enjoy it, or not sure about it, search it on Pinterest. You're going to find tons and tons of samples that demonstrators and have made across the world. All right. So tonight we are creating a scrapbook page, and it is a special scrapbook page, and I'm going to show you why in a minute. But you know that I also like to add in some other things. So tonight we are using the Alphabet La Mode dies, and we're going to be die cutting our words, and I'm going to show you the adhesive sheets. So that is pretty good there. So that we will be using these dies to do that. I'm going to create a single page with you, and then I'm going to show you the double page to show you what that looks like. All right, so tonight's page is one to celebrate a milestone that I reached back in February. So I had been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 18 years as of May. Honestly, I have to tell you, when I first heard about Stampin' Up! I was at a scrapbooking crop, and there was a demonstrator there, and I was like, oh, I can't go into stamps. I just got into scrapbooking. Like, that's a whole nother world. Was at a crop again, another Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Thought I would try it, and the first time I held that wood stamp in my hand and pressed it into, like, pushed it in, like, inked it up and stamped, I was in love. Like, honestly, was in love. So I started looking for a little bit more each time. Then I finally decided to be a demonstrator, and my husband was like, yeah, okay, whatever, you'll only be doing it for 6 months. Here I am 18 years later and still loving every minute of it. I would have to say there's lots of perks, but my number one thing is the friendships that I've met around the globe. I often think, wow, I wouldn't have met you if it wasn't for Stampin' Up! and in the community. So that is my big thing about being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, is I love the community. So back in February, I reached one of the big milestones. I reached 500,000 in sales. And so that's 500,000 in sales. And that is not reached by many. So 1%, and I have to put a disclaimer in here, 1% of Stampin' Up! Demonstrators globally reach this. So I was pretty excited to reach that milestone. Now I'm on to my next 500,000, which could take me, I don't know how many years. There's demonstrators who do it very quickly, and there's demonstrators who take their time. But I'm grateful for all the friendships and all the support, and I'm going to create a page about that tonight. So, and just remember, as I said, that is like a 1% of demonstrators around the world globe. All right. Oh, and I forgot to show you my chocolate. We always start our videos with chocolate. Yeah, I'm still working on that same bowl. I haven't really been eating. Actually, I was eating some chocolate Brooksides, but now that I'm home more, maybe I'll eat a little bit more. But I'm still working on my American chocolate. So, all right. So, I am going to walk you through this layout, but not to worry. I am going to post this video to my blog, and all the supplies and measurements will be on my blog. So it's just a matter of you watching, and then you can go check it out. I have a strip of that DSP. Isn't that cute? Like, look at all the little fun drinks. You can make that. And then I love this. It's a strawberry slush. I have to tell you, I'm using glue. I am out of adhesives. And you know what? Every time I place an order, I forget to add it. Oh, I'm going to have to add another one here. But maybe I have tons of glue, so maybe I should use my glue. I don't know. I'm still partial about the glue thing. All right, I am layering that on to a Secret C strip. Secret C is one of our new 2025, 2026, 2027 in colors. And if you follow me, you know that has been one of my top favorites. I'm going to, actually, I just want to bring this in for a minute. So I want to make sure I line this up. Okay, I'm going to show you a little bit of the other side, just because I want to line up my paper. You know, when you're looking at a scrapbook, not that they're going to look at it, but definitely want to make sure that I'm lined up. All right, we'll bring this one back in, and I'll show you that one in a minute. Okay, so we have that. I have a piece of Secret C square. I believe it's, I want to say 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. I have a square of basic white, so that would be 3.5 by 3.5. So let's go ahead and layer that on top. Sorry, I feel like there's... Do you always find like when your body just slows down, it's like, whoa, okay, what are you doing? My body like is so used to such a fast pace at work that today it was like, what are you doing? All right, we are going to put this up here. And I'm going to go ahead and glue that down because I know that I'm not doing any stamping. So if I was stamping on this or doing some like other layers, not like what I'm doing right, like what I'm going to show you, I wouldn't necessarily adhere this down. I would wait till I was done everything and then put it down. So what I have done is cut out a bunch of the fruit from the designer series paper. That's the one thing I like about the designer series paper. You can stamp your images and cut them out. So there's a sheet that looks just like this, like the drinks, so you can stamp and make your own drink cups, or you can cut out these images. So I really liked these ones. Now this one actually has an umbrella on top, but unfortunately mine was too close to the edge and it was only half of it. So I was like, oh, I can't do that. I'll just not show it. All right, so this can to be like a fun, maybe a raspberry lemonade or strawberry. I actually, the other weekend I was shopping and I actually picked up a strawberry lemonade. So I'm excited to try that. Okay, so there's that one. That one looks like a fun drink. And then I have our dimensionals. Now this pack of dimensionals, look how fun these are. Massive. These were actually one of the kit collections that I was working on last month at our, once a month on Zoom, we do a stamp and sip, which is where you join a Zoom and you bring your own project to create. And like I opened the dimensionals, I was like, whoa, those are huge. I'm like, definitely would like that all the time. How fun would that be? Okay, so there's that. Now I have our mats that are 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, which will fit perfectly for a 4 by 6 mat. So we're going to put one there, and we're going to put one here. And then the other one we actually have is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, which works perfectly for a 4 by 4. Now I am just going to, so these photos, mats, you can use for photos or you can use for journaling, however you wish. There's no right or wrong. Maybe you wanted to really journal your feelings. You should always talk about like what you're doing. Because you know, like when we were to look at this, if we were to look at this page, say in a month or a year, we would know maybe who was in it, where we were, and all that details. But if you are, you know, think 10 years from now, you might not remember all those people. So that is why it's important to make sure you journal all those people who are in it. So I think I'm a little crooked there on one, but that's okay because I'm not pulling it up. It'll rip my page. All right, so that is all we have for that. And now we're going to put this off to the side. We're going to do a little die cutting. We're going to bring in my mini Stamp and Cut, which is this one is the boho blue, which we don't carry this one anymore. But you can definitely get the white one. These are just Post-it tapes. I just use them for when I'm die cutting small pieces. Okay, I have already cut a piece of cardstock, so I'm using Secret C. And we are going to, I don't think we're going to need all of it. So let me just trim it here to, we'll do 6 inches. Okay, let me move this out of the way for a minute. Okay, so we have that. Now, I am using adhesive sheets, and these are our old ones. Like, look, they're still using Sizzix. That's crazy. Anyways, but we have newer ones. These are just the old style ones. But when you're using very thin dies, the easiest way to do them is to use adhesive strips. That way you're not gluing them. Okay, so all you're gonna do is peel it off here, just like this. So you want to throw the side that says permanent away. You can see, I don't know if you can see that, but this is the side that's very sticky. And what we're gonna do is we're just going to lay it down and we're gonna flip it over. Now, we are going to do some die cutting. Okay, so we're gonna spell the word cheer using the alphabet Lamo dies. So if you are a scrapbooker or new to scrapbooking and you do not have these dies, I would highly recommend. They are, they're great for scrapbooking. The other ones I use a lot are the mini alphabets, and those are the ones I tend to use quite a bit. Okay, the neat thing about this is it has extra vowels, which is great because when you have a family name like mine with me and my husband and daughter's names, we have a lot of vowels. And that was my frustration when I first started scrapbooking is, my hands are sticky because of the adhesive. I would have to buy multiple sticker packs just to spell our names. And then I would be stuck with all these X's and Y's and Z's and yeah, so I was really excited when I first tried Stampin' Up! And I tried that wooden stamp and I tried that ink pad, and then I was like, oh, if I buy like an alphabet set and some colored ink pads, I can make my own titles. And I was hooked after that. That was literally like my thought process. All right, let's roll this through. See, it's creaking. That's okay, it's going to do that. I'm just gonna move this off to the side for a minute. All right, let's pop out our letters. So, an easy way to get these out is one of my must-have tools in your stamp room or your kitchen table, wherever you craft, in your craft bag, is our Take a Pick tool. It is a multi-purpose tool that you can use for many things. I like to use it for a paper piercer. You could use this half to pick up like embellishments, and then this also comes out like a spatula. So I just have washi tape on mine just to, because sometimes it was falling off and it was driving me crazy. And then there's also a die brush that you can attach to it. All right, so let's put these letters back on our thing so we don't lose them. So we have CH. Let's pop that out. E. And then R. Okay, so there's that. So as you can see, it just perfectly cuts out those letters, and then you have the die, the sticky part. So now we're gonna spell the word two. So let's put this down again, put that in. And I wanna make sure we actually put the letters. So now I'll have a piece that has the extra. I probably will just put it in my adhesive bag so that when I know I use that color, I will have it, which is kind of nice. All right, so let's roll this through. Here, another favorite tool of mine, I actually have like a few. I would say I have like quite a bit, like top 10 tools. Obviously is my die cutting machine. So I have what I would just showed you is our mini Stamp and Cut. I love it because when I'm doing videos like this, I can bring it to my table. If I'm going to crops, I can take it with me. It's easy, it's light to carry. My other favorite tool is the big Stamp and Cut, which is perfect for like embossing folders, 3D folders, things like that. And then I would say my glass mat. I finally was able to order a glass mat last year, and I absolutely love it. Since I purchased this glass mat, I have not used grid paper. So definitely like some favorite tools. And obviously I love embossing folders. I love dies. They are like my favorite. All right, so let's bring back in our page. What's your favorite tool? What's your favorite product in your stamping room? I would love to know. I mean, I have many, but those are just top of my top favorites. All right, so we're gonna spell, oops, I forgot an S. We're gonna have to bring that back in and do an S. So just cheers. T-O. Okay, I'm just gonna move us to the side. We need an S. Good thing I didn't throw out that to piece. Okay, you know what? I don't know about you, but is there like when you're die cutting, is there a certain way you like your handle? I'm right-handed, so I like my handle to be on the right-hand side. But maybe you're left-handed and you're like, hi, Kathy. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Hope you've had a great day. It was a hot one here in Southwest. And I'm officially on summer holidays, so I'm so excited. I usually take the first week of my summer holidays just to like chill and relax and catch my breath from the busyness of June. June is always a busy month in our schools. And I think last week was just more exhausting because our temperatures here in Southwest with the humidity was almost like 45. And even though our school has air, a lot of the rooms weren't working. Like I think they had somebody in looking at it like 3 times. So just the heat, and we were indoors for 3 of those days because it's just a busy time of year. So I always take that first week just to chill, and then I get busy doing things that I need to do, which is spend more time in my craft room. And I plan to do some day trips. So. All right, there is cheers to, all right, so now the neat thing about these is because we've put that adhesive on it, you are just going to peel it off. So just gonna pull it like this. There you go. There. As I said at the beginning of this video, we are featuring the Cheers and Sip bundle and the Celebratory, I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Anne has her own language some days. Designer series paper. This video, my goal is when I'm home during the summers to upload it the next day. So I will upload this video to YouTube. I will put it on my blog, and all the measurements and everything will be on my blog. So make sure you follow me on social media, follow me on YouTube, follow me on Pinterest. One of the things I like just to show you multiple ways to use your products, because products are, you invest a lot. So I want to show you ways that you can use the products. Okay, just trying to, there, so cheers. Now imagine if I've glued these before. I have definitely glued these before, and it's a lot of work. So using this little, it's a lot easier. Love this bundle and paper. Yes, Kathy. Oh my gosh. I was saying, I don't know if you were able to watch in the beginning, but I actually had to borrow the stamp set and dies from one of my team members because every time I go to order it, it's like back ordered. It shows you how popular it is. I love the colors in it. I think it's fun and bright. It's perfect for summer. There's a lot you could do with this. You could use it just not for summer, but for weddings and things like that. So, all right, like a birthday party, however. All right, so cheers to, I think my, oh my gosh, look at that. My things look crooked. That's what happens when you glue on an angle. Oh, wow. It's a scrapbook page, right? Once you see the pictures on it, you're not going to notice. Okay. That's why I kind of like my adhesive better than my glue. All right, so here is our first page, cheers to. So I can put 2 4x6 photos and a 4x4. And then as I said at the beginning, I'm celebrating my 500,000 in sales. So I will use this page to put some pictures on it. So on this page, I'm going to be able to fit 2 4x6s and 2 4x4s, or 2 4x6s and 1 4x4, and one will be journaling. When at my team meeting, when I had reached this milestone, my team had brought me cake and all that. So I have pictures of all that I'm going to put on. That is my other goal, is I need to go get some Canon selfie printer paper. So I hope this inspired you. Now, you know, you don't have to, like, obviously you're not going to have this milestone if you're not a Stamp-Up demonstrator, but you could totally use this for a birthday party. It could be cheers to the missus. Like, you could use this for a wedding layout, a bridal shower. You could use this to graduations. Like, there's so much you can do with this layout that I think there's lots of opportunities. And not even just think about, like, you could use this layout for Christmas, right? Like, you could totally put some Christmas paper. You could put, like, Christmas elements here and then a little Christmas element here. So, you know, sometimes if you're stuck, go back and case yourself. All right, everyone, that is all I have for you tonight. I meant to change my camera view so that you, and I don't think I can do it. I meant to change my camera view so that you could see a little bit more of the paper. Definitely will try that. I don't know, do you guys like to see things close up? Do you like, okay, this is a question and I love your feedback. Do you like when you're watching videos to see the video close up so you see the project close up, or do you like it when your video the camera is farther so you see more of a view? I would love to know what you want, like what you like, because I'm always wanting to improve. Thanks, Kathy. Yes, that is amazing. A lot of hard work to reach that milestone, and I'm actually very surprised that I actually accomplished it, because it's one of those milestones that is very, very hard. So thank you. On to the next milestones that I want to reach. So yeah, so I would love to know, please let me know how you like your camera view. Do you like to see things close up? Do you like to see things farther out? I would love to know. All right, everyone, that is all I have for you tonight. So our first project of Cheers and Sips bundle and the Celebratory Sips Designer Series paper. I will be back on Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and I'm going to be showing you a fancy fold, a fun fold, and I have some cards to share with you. And then on Thursday, this is a new time, so just for this week time, the Thursday times will be at a different time, but just for this week, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm going to share with you my PDF of the month, and I'm super, super excited to share that with you. It's the first time I've ever done something like this, so I'm really, really excited. And I loved how they turned out, so I can't wait to share that with you. All right, everyone. So just to know, I will upload this video to YouTube. I will create all the graphics, and I will be on my blog tomorrow. And if you're here in Canada, have a great Canada Day. Enjoy it with your family and friends. Take some pictures. We will be back on Wednesday night. So have a great rest of your evening and enjoy your day. And to all my American friends, have a happy 4th of July towards the end of the week. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me, and we'll talk to you guys real soon. Bye for now.